everybody, Gingershadow here, and welcome back to some more RWBY visual novel with me. And we're back for another, well, it's an extra date, because we're not doing the main story stuff, as I explained last time, because none of the girls we want to go to the dance with are currently available. Only Ruby Rose is. If you want to go for Ruby Rose, that's there for you, but I want to go with Yang, Neo, or Pyrrha, so we're waiting on that. But yeah, had to rant about that last time and explain the details. But yeah, so we're going to be doing the extra date stuff. Last time, we did Coco's second date, and, well, we pretty much wooed Fox more than Coco. That's fine, it's just what we do. This time around, we're going after Raven. I'm not quite sure in what context, because, well, Raven's date was an odd one. Raven's date is the only one of its kind, where, basically, it intertwined with another date, like, completely. As in, after doing Raven's first date, it literally linked straight into Yang's fourth date or something like that. It was weird how it went. It was unexpected. Basically, if you don't do Raven's date, Raven still shows up in Yang's thing, but there's like, I think a little less stuff going on between these, but it kind of actually leads to the same situation. If you do Raven's date, though, you meet her beforehand in a bar, the club, more specifically, and basically, this has been, like, I think it's been like a year since we did this date, but yeah, it's like, she says, you know, she's been watching you and things like that, and then you do all the stuff with Yang, and then it leads to, I guess, this, I suppose. So, right, yeah, the Raven's first date is tied to Yang's fourth, which means then you can do all Raven's dates after. That's going to be interesting if we manage to get to the fifth date with Raven. I don't even know what that's going to be, to be honest. It's probably going to intertwine with Yang's thing, but anyway, I think I found the thing for Ravens. I'm not 100% sure, because I haven't done it, but with everything that happened, I didn't want to lay it on Yang on top of everything else. But also, just to note that Yang's fourth date comes super early in the story. Like, Ruby and Weiss's fourth date, they don't trigger until after you do the Burrito Forest stuff. Like, you've got to do that first before you can do their fourth? Yeah, I think that's their fourth after that. But Yang's one you can do, like, super early in the story. I think it's like one of the earliest fourth dates you can do so far. I mean, I don't know how everything's going to work once everyone's got their four dates. But, yeah, Yang's one's pretty early, so I guess it makes sense you can do Yang's one pretty early, then do Raven stuff after that. So, interesting. Right, let's give this a go. Let's see what's up with Raven and what we're going to learn from this, because, yeah, it kind of left us in a bit of a cliffhanger, I suppose. I should probably tell her that her mother came to see me before she came to see her. And that she's been stalking us. Because, yeah, other thing that happened. Before you do Yang's date, which ends up just being a confrontation with Raven, and finding out there might be some porcupines getting told about Raven's disappearance in this context of the story, there's like a date out event thing where you kind of go on a date with Yang prior to that, and then it was like you're planning to go on another date or something, but then the Raven stuff happens. Yeah, and then that's Raven getting introduced there as she's basically stalking us. She's checking us out, she's seeing what we're all about and all that jazz, and she's, I guess, keeping an eye on Yang. So different from Raven in the actual show, but, you know, different world, different Raven. Oh well, either way, should be interesting to see what she's all about. But I know this is definitely the Raven date then. Fantastic, I found it. I can't for the life of me understand why she's taking interest in me. You're dating her daughter. Then again, and how could I? We don't even know why she'd taken an interest in her daughter after all these years. Because apparently there's porcupines getting told there. And yet, maybe that wasn't her intention to begin with. There's so much that we don't know. Well, we won't get anywhere by not sharing information. So I just heard a bird flapping there. Hi, Jin. Yeah, I just heard a bird flapping there. It's just that's Raven there, isn't it? Probably. Your reaction. Didn't see me coming at all, did you? You damn. Do I have to worry about birds now? Only ravens. You'd still never be able to see me coming unless I wanted you to, though. So, just think of living your life. Plus, there's the fact that Raven has portals, but yeah. Right, so this is a slightly different Raven, I suppose. Like, this one, bit more playful, I guess. Like, she's just playing, well, she's playing to her own interest, I suppose. Anyway, she's less serious, I guess. And, well, yeah, she's shown up. So, that's the thing, I guess. Yeah. What do you even want? Forgotten already? I'm interested in you, Jin, and I'd like to test you more. What does that even mean? Test me how, and for what? The second answer will only be revealed at the end. For now, For how? Blah. Let's see. I already know from our first encounter that you're not a pansy, and you actually got a brain on your shoulders. Next, yes, we should make a test of vigor. Oh God, vigor, huh? And how exactly would you want to test it? Ooh, no opposition of any sort to the idea. I mean, Jin wants answers. He wants answers, and, well, he wants to make Yang happy. So, he's gonna try and get answers. Plus, when it comes to dealing with girls, Jin gets right in there and gets right straight for it, doesn't he? Anyway, believe me when I say I really want to mount some... Wait, mount some? Yes. But right now, I'm thinking of Yang and the situation she's into. She's confused, with even less answers and more questions than before. And 0 parental figures she can trust. This is true. So, I can't miss a chance to get more information about anything surrounding that. Doing it for the girl, Yes, for my friend. My girlfriend, your daughter. No need to remind me, Jin. I know who she is. Do you really? We mean not the sense of, you know, Yang's your daughter. I mean the little sense of, do you actually know Yang because you've not been around? Obviously. Oh, speaking of story time, there's a good idea to test your vigor. A pub crawl. Oh, God. Didn't we do drinking with Crow? Yes. And then we went on some kind of mental crawl with Neon. Where we did, like, we were shouting insults at each other throughout bars and stuff. We're doing a pub crawl, really? Okay. A what? It means you're going to be drinking a lot, Jin. You heard me. We're going on a drinking binge, so I can see how much endurance you've got. And we can share stories. Oh, Jin's not exactly had much experience with alcohol, so this should be interesting. I wasn't really expecting that, though. But anyway, you're actually serious. You want to treat this as some kind of night out with a buddy. I mean, Jin, that's like one of the best ways to get stories out of people. Alcohol listens to lips and all that jazz. Haven't had one in a long time. Make it worth it. You know what? Fine. But on one condition. That's the spirit. And what would that be? Whatever you want to tell me, whichever story you pick, if you don't want to talk about certain stuff, fine. But I want you to always tell the truth. Give me your words. You actually consider my word worth a damn. I mean... Could come up with many reasons why. Okay, see what Jin's thinking here. Yes. Don't ask me why, but I do. This is how Jin woos everyone. He knows what to say. I swear on my honor. I mean, I would go down the road of, well, you're a strong person, so, like, why do you need to lie? Like, wouldn't that just make you weak in a sense? Because, like, lying is more tool of the weak to try and, like, get around the strong and all that kind of jazz. At least when I think about it. Like, if you're strong enough to get through a situation, or you don't care about a situation, then why lie about it, you know? Because, like, you don't need to. It just makes you look bad. So if you're, like, that confident yourself, then why would you lie about anything to do with it? And Raven seems like someone that values strength, so why would she need to lie about things? Like, the blah. Anyway. Well, there's another thing I'll have to explain to Yang. Going on a pub crawl with your mother. Oh, God. Well, the one that gave birth to you, anyway. Right. How are we going to find Yang? Let's go back to dorm. Now think about it. I never asked Penny. So, Yang, remember your mother? We're going out drinking. That needs work. The hell's that one? Hold on, I want to check what that is. I can't remember what that one is. I'm curious now. Okay, that one leads into, do you know Velvet and Coco are a couple? I think that's a Velvet thing. Cool. I couldn't remember because it's been a while. Anyway, so Yang, remember your mother? We're going drinking. That'll need work. Yeah, we need to figure out a better way to word that one, I think. Otherwise, you know, she'll be there. Then would that be a bad thing? Mother wants to go on a drinking binge with you. When you say it loud like that, are you going to say, like, the start of a bad... wait, what? Are you going to say it sounds like the start of a bad porno? I was wondering if I was reading that right there. Because it sounds like the start of a bad porno. Point. Anyway, yeah. I mean, given the nature of this game. Yeah, it's sort of going towards that direction, isn't it? And what's to stop me from crashing the party? First, there's not going to be much of a party going on. Jane, you're going to be drinking with her, and she's clearly, like, looking to have a bit of fun. Like, drinking and a laugh at your expense and all that kind of jazz. Like, she's doing this for entertainment. So, it's going to be fun for her, at least. Anyway, second, I think she's just going to flee if you come rough riding down to town. And then we won't get any information out of her. Ah! Why is it that you can get answers out of her and I can't? Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, Yang. Let me get those answers, and maybe we'll figure that one out. I'm sorry, but unfortunately, I'm now Raven's plaything, apparently. So, yeah. Good question. I should ask her. Not funny. Either way, either we make it funny, or you're going to obsess with it the entire time. You mean more than I already am? I'm already doing. I welcome the challenge. Ah, what a mess. My family is a mess. Oh, come on. Ruby's kind of awesome. Yeah, but this is messing with her head too. I mean, she never was... she never was really exposed to the worst of Dad's situation because, well, because of me. I can imagine how that must have felt when the dad bomb dropped. Finding out that Dad omitted or right out lied about something so important puts into shade, well, everything, and yet... Ruby wasn't old enough to remember it, but I was. Even when someone was around, Dad never got over what happened with Raven. His sorrow was genuine. Can we, like, find out from Taiyang what actually happened? That might be a later bit. But if she didn't leave, then Ruby wouldn't have been born. You better pump her for all the information you can get. An interesting choice of words there, Yang. Count on it. Oh, God. I'm going out drinking with my girlfriend's mother. My girlfriend's smoking hot mother. Oh, God. Ah! Right, I assume now I need to get to the date part. So, let's skip to that bit. But alright, we're going to drink with Raven. So this Raven, less seriously, more looking for her own entertainment-y, which is interesting. And apparently there's a bit of a thing going on with Taiyang telling lies about how Raven left. So now we need information on why did Raven leave? What is the actual reason? Because, well, okay, we don't know the exact reason in actual RWBY, but it seems to be a case of, like, well, one, their, I was going to say clan there, but, like, the family, whatever you want to call it, the tribe, that was it. There was a tribe thing, so she went back to them. But, you know, she had a child with Taiyang, so she couldn't get out of it a bit. So, also might have been stuff, well, the stuff to do with Osborne and Salem and stuff. She wanted to basically go to the tribe and hide away, essentially. And Taiyang and Summer and that didn't want to do that near the crow. So that seems to be the kind of the reasons in the show. But, you know, fair enough. You're fighting against an immortal being, and you're pretty much getting used as a sacrificial piece because there's no actual chance of fighting her and killing her. You're just getting thrown to your death, essentially, to put up a bit of a fight, which is a hunter's job. They're getting literally thrown to their death to try and stop the Grimm, a never-ending army of Grimm. Fair enough. Raven saw that and just thought, you know what, I don't want none of that. I'm just going to go off to a tribe. But she abandoned her family in the process. In this one, there's apparently more to it. So, let's see if we get some answers. Let's get to the date, which I assume is the actual date next. If there's not, then we'll get to whatever's next. And we're here, and yeah, it's date night. So, yeah, there was no other events throughout the week. It's just those two events. Those two events. So, one during the day where Raven bumps into you, and another at night where you talk to Yang about it. So, I just realized Raven never gave me any kind of day or time for this. Well, she opens portals and can become a bird, so she pretty much kind of works her own schedule at this point. Plus, does she even have a scroll? Maybe? Who knows? Anyway, so how exactly am I going to, well, I guess she will make herself known sooner rather than later. Totally inconsequential. Wait, what is that word? Inconspicuous? Don't know. I don't know myself if I'm being serious or sarcastic. Oh, they renovated the room. Cool. She came through the window. Okay, I was basically like, a bit weird Raven going through the door. No, she came through the window as a bird. Okay. Keep it down, will you? My teammates are in. What? It's not like they know who I am. Raven, that does not make the situation better. This is still quite early in well, what day is it right now? I don't know. It hasn't quite went out with as many girls at this point, but still, having an older woman just in the room with him, it's after the club with Evelyn, I know that. Ah, whatever. Anyway, at most they'll barely, they believe you snuck a hot date into the school. She's full of herself. Well, fair, she's right, but you are literally old enough to be my mother. Jin, just gonna point out, everyone in this school is old enough to be your mother. You're like a rock baby. Like, aren't you you're like less than 6 months old at this point, technically. If you want to go down to it. You've got the body of a 17-year-old, so fair enough. Or 17, 18, who knows? It's something of a young adult, whatever. Yup. There'd be a god among you'd be a god among the first years. Tang was, and he only managed to bag himself a third-year student. His bed was in the spot over there, where the twin beds are. Wait, you mean this was your room? Took you long enough. What a surprise. What a coincidence. I could be making it up. She could, like, all the rooms probably look the same. You promised you wouldn't. After my own heart. Grab your shit and let's go. Wait, now? Isn't that a bit early for drinking? Oh, you understand nothing, Jin. You're going on a crawl. You're going to be going quite a few places. I decided that we might as well check your stamina too. Let's make it a day out. Think you can keep up with me, Jin? No. No, not in the slightest. It's honestly scary. I'd be scared too for lots of reasons. Just how much like Yang she is. I mean, it comes with the territory. Genetics and all that jazz. So wait, this is Raven's Yang side. Or, well, yeah. Oh man, the stall is gone. Which stall are you talking about? When I was a student, there was a stand that sold the best caramel apples ever. Now it's gone. Huh. I didn't pin you down as one for caramel apples. Heh. Summer said the same thing first time we went out as a team. She thought I liked Mistralian, I can never pronounce this, sweets, because I dressed like one of their old swordsmen. Like those old sweet balls on skewers. Eh. Sugar paste is what they are. Old swordsmen? So there's that kind of reasoning behind those clothes? Other than showing off my legs, you mean? Well, yeah. My tribe was founded by rogue members of the old warrior caste. So it's tradition for the chieftain to wear clothes inspired by their armor. That and because it looks cool. There's so much to unpack in that one statement. You wanted stories? Let's grab something to eat first, though. I am literally her toy. Okay. So, in order, you were born in a tribe. I was. And this tribe descends from rogue swordsmen from Mishro. That's, to be fair, all the tribes are going to, like, descend from something. So sure, that's as good a reason as any. In short, a century or so before the Great War happened, Mishro went through political upheaval. A lot of the castles who existed previously found themselves losing power in facing this specter of social mobility. Some adapted, others fought back, some left. The guys who founded my tribe belonged to the latter group. You don't sound like you approve. I mean, they ran away from a fight, so... Who would ever approve running from a battle? Especially with those kind of stakes. Wait. That's what Raven did! Then again, their old tribe ran away from a battle they could actually maybe they couldn't have won. But like, they were against opponents they could actually technically beat because you stabbed them, they die. Still, you can't stab and kill. So, well, maybe it was a battle they didn't think they could win? Everyone can win a battle. They know they'll win. What really sets people apart is when you face uncertain odds. They are so pushing us towards the whole, like, Raven running away from Selm thing. Are you going to run? Or are you going to stand your ground and fight? That's the question. And that's what makes you a warrior. dust, transforming weapons, magic. Those are all just fancy ornaments. Put them on a sickly tree, and sooner or later, it'll collapse. Careful, Jin. I hear there's a certain type of bird that likes to nest in graping moss. Ah! Sorry about that. I'm guessing my mouth was open there. It's just, you didn't think the giant, foul-mouthed, sword-carrying, child-abandoning woman could have any kind of ethics whatsoever? I mean, you also abandoned the fight against Salem. But to be fair, I can't really blame Raven for that, because, like, as we found out with Osmond, there is no beating Salem. I mean, yeah! When you find out you're just nothing more than a sacrificial piece, like, I think at that point if you want to bail out, you kind of have the rights to, because why should you fight against an immortal being on Osmond's orders? Like, you know, because he's clearly not going to use you with your best interests. I mean, he's going to use you to protect me, but you can do that anyway as a huntsman without, you know, being sent in against Salem's forces. Bah! That's not, I mean, there's that, but Raven, you know about magic. Oh, yeah, there was that bit. Then again, Jin knows about magic, which is weird. Also, alright. So, can't approve of Raven obviously abandoning her family. That one's a bit better. Like, she could have just not done Osmond stuff anymore. But no, she decided she wanted to hide away with the tribes, like, to hide from Salem, and just abandon her family in the process. Obviously, that bit's bad. But I still, like, I can't blame her for got away from Salem. Then again, you saw how Team, like, in Volume 6, you see how Team RWBY reacted to hearing that Salem can't be beat. They were not best pleased about it. And I know the empathy were messing with them a bit, but they were considering, like, is it worth bipping on? Like, basically, they were going in line with the same kind of thought Raven had. It's just Raven decided to actually go with that line of thought and just decide it's not worth it. Let's just bail out. The RWBY story just gets more complex. Oh, Volume 7 is just around the corner too. It'll be so good. But anyway, let's go to the main street. I want to hunt down this shop, hoping it's still open. She's having a field day with this. What are we doing now? Yes, that's the stuff. That's the sound of, huh. I didn't think she'd like jewelry. You're a bandit. Like, I'd be surprised if you didn't. You will literally steal shiny things. Or you raid things for shiny things. I didn't mean to... It's okay. You're right. These are presents. Wait, what? Presents? For who? The young girl in the tribe. We don't exactly come in contact with civilization all that much, so trinkets like these are rare in our village. I'm pretty sure Raven's tribe, like batter people and, like, take things. Is that not a thing? So that was how they operated, because, like, they were literally pretty much just stealing, like, you know, strong-handing the guy at the station that Yang stopped at to take, you know, just stuff from. I thought that's how they were like. Well, whatever. Either way. So you're isolated. Hidden. To survive a country's government wanting to wipe you out, and the Grim in the wild, you got to have some tricks up your sleeve, Jin. Oh. And here I thought you were just a grade A badasses. Well, well, well. Someone's relaxing enough around me to joke around. I did. Crap, I did. It's because she's like, Yang, isn't it, Jin? Ha ha ha. You didn't even notice. I completely fell into her pace. She's so goddamn Yang-like. No. At this point, it'd be better to say that Yang is so much like her mother. I mean, yeah, when she wants to be, it would make sense, but blah, blah. Anyway, will that be cool? We can all be learning the swords, you know? I mean, we all get trained in combat and the usage of aura, but at the end of the day, someone's got to scrub the toilets. You used to have toilets? I thought it was just like holes and bushes. Wait, what? It makes sense. Everyone's got their role then. Yes. In a lot of ways, we never left the society of Old Mistral. They live in tents. Including that asinine rule that women couldn't occupy government positions. Took care of that myself. You did? That's cool. How? Probably through sword slashing. Simple. When Crow didn't come back to the tribe with me after who graduated Beacon, and the chieftain still didn't want to make me his successor, I challenged him to a duel and chopped his head off with his own broken blade. Fair enough. Afterwards, I took the challenge of anyone else who wanted to stake their claim. After the 7th head got rolling, they acquiesced. Not sure what that word is. One last thing. The chieftain's position in the tribe is hereditary. I'm sure you can work the rest out. They want to make... Oh, that means she killed her dad. But... Does that mean she's also interested in Yang? No, she was just making the statement she killed her dad there. Jin doesn't approve. You're not exactly being good company right now, you know? I mean, did you say you murdered your dad? Oh, really? I didn't notice. The sarcasm. Is this really about the chieftain thing? Come on. I remember the threat you sent my way the first time we met. It couldn't be bothering you that much. As much as I think it should, no, it doesn't. It's something else. Well, out with it then. You're awfully boring right now. If you want something, you're just going... yeah, you just go for it, don't you? From what you told me about yourself so far, you're headstrong. You don't back down from a challenge. Also, you're thoughtful. Presents for young girls in the tribe. Also, all the little things are about the room. The apple, the stories about your teammates. You're not some kind of heartless monster. And how the hell does that bother you? Because you left Yang! Ah! If you're like that, then I can only think of 2 explanations for why you didn't even try to contact Yang over all these years. Or bring her any birthday presents. First one is, you really didn't care for her at all from the moment she was born. I knew it. It's not that you didn't care for her, it's that you couldn't. And considering the kind of person you are, the only reason you couldn't is because you gave your word you wouldn't. Okay. But, to who and why? I also gave my word I'd never tell that to anyone, so that's a question I won't be answering, because otherwise I'd have to lie. I knew it. There was no way. What kind of monster who took one look at their child and decided they want nothing to do with them for the rest of their lives? I got the only scar of my life bringing Yang into this world. I thought that dear Tai Yang would tell her something so that she wouldn't grow up thinking exactly that. But it seems like I knew even less about him than I thought. That's so cruel. I really need a drink now. Yeah, me too. Right, so, wait. The Jin's sort of more okay with Raven now, because now he sees her as, right, well, you're not completely heartless then. But clearly there's something going on here, and clearly it's also something to do with other people for important reasons. So, thoughts? Stuff to do with Salem, but like, Taiyang Out's involved with Salem as well, so I don't know why that would be the case. Stuff to do with the tribe not wanting Yang to be involved? Or maiden stuff? I don't know. There could be a lot of different things. We're going to have to wait until probably the 3rd date in Taiyang to figure this one out. Oh, God. Okay, enough. I give up. Ha ha ha. I win. Oh, hello. Oh, this is nice. Wait, when does this turn into a contest? Full. Everything is a contest. When I can win it. Oh, God. Alright, so she's drunk. Jim might be drunk. They're drinking. And Raven looks actually lovely here. Hello. She looks so happy. But what happened about, you know, battles you can't win? I'm drunk. Nothing matters when you're drunk. Wait. If you're, you know, drunk, then how did I lose? Because you gave up first. That's kind of how drinking battles go, mate. The first to collapse or give up. Normally. Fuck you. Wasn't I too old for you? Ha ha ha. Seems like Raven Browen does love her daughter. Oh, God. Oh, God. I mean, okay, that makes sense. But still, oh, God. So that means we're going to be digging a lot deeper into this, which is interesting, actually. Alright, that's Raven's date then. That was interesting. So, from that, what do we get? Raven killed her dad to the chieftain position. Okay. She had to leave for reasons. Okay. There's more going on here than what there seems to be in just the regular RWBY. Like, obviously, this story is different from the regular RWBY story. It's an on-canon thing. This Raven's a bit different. She doesn't seem as serious and all that jazz. Like, she's a little bit lightened up, I guess. So, yeah, it comes the question of, well, what does she leave? Why does she leave? Promises, I'm guessing Taeyang's going to need to be involved to figure that one out. Because it's probably a promise she made to either... It'd be either Taeyang or Summer, wouldn't it? It'd be one of those two. That she had to promise she wouldn't do anything with... For reasons. It has to be something to do with either Salem, Tribe, or Maiden. So that's the only thing I can think of. But I guess we'll have to wait until the next day to find out the exact answers. But right, that was Raven's date. Pretty alright. Raven was interesting. Raven was fun. Raven's always an interesting character. Like... The way she was presented in Volume 5, like, obviously no one really liked her after that because, blah. She had a badass fight with Cinder, but no one really liked her because of the way she was presented. But then after Volume 6, you can start kind of looking at her a different light because it's like, she was kind of right. Because Osmond's now sort of viewed as the bit of the bad one, sort of, maybe. Just because of the way he's looking at life and stuff like that. But then again, you have to sympathize with Osmond because he's in a really crappy position for thousands of years. It's a mental situation in the RWBYverse. But yeah, Volume 7's right in the corner. That probably won't give us any more answers. We'll probably have more questions by the end of it. God. Right, anyway, that's been it for this part of the RWBY visual novel. Apologies for it coming out a bit later. I actually technically got released like last week, but I was, well, doing other stuff and tired and bed. And I had to set this up, which took a bit longer because certain settings weren't working the way they were meant to. And it took me longer to figure out I could change the settings to other things and bed. But either way, all set up. Coco's date. Pretty good. We're now kind of rivals with her. Okay, interesting to see where that goes. Also, Mate of Wood Fox. Right. Okay. Jinwoo's everyone. Not unexpected. Raven's thing. She's playful. Having fun with her. I really doubt it's going down a romantic route. I wouldn't say no to it. But, you know, I really doubt it. But yeah, so I don't really know where this is going exactly. It's going to end up with the truth, isn't it? And angling towards the stuff with her and Yang. Her story seems to be intertwined with Yang's. So, it would be interesting to see how her fifth date goes. Possibly it would just be her appearing for a dance. But Yoke's going with Yang first or something. But anyway, be interested to see how her stuff goes in the future. So, we'll see. She possibly could win the next... Well, I don't know if it's the next update, but the update after. She's on the poll currently for her third date. So, I'm interested in seeing more Raven's story, yeah, because I want to see what comes of this. So, yeah, that's something to hope for the future. Right, anyway, people, thank you all very much for watching. See you all next time for more of the RWBY visual novel, where I don't know what the next updates are because I forget what the polls are and what the polls answers were because we had the 2-month gap with the RWBY thing. So I don't know where we're at right now, what's coming next. But anyway, looking forward to it. See you then for that. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, everybody.